Do you remember Skylanders? That game where you place toys on a plate and zip zap zoop them into the video game you were playing? Look at this guy. This guy is very cool. Look at his little weapon. He's a little fish guy. Look at him. Well, that guy's terrible. Look at this cool new version. It's the exact same character you already own, but stronger and better, and it looks cooler. Sometimes. Today, I'm going to look at some of the best and worst repos Skylanders that we got during Skylanders' 6-year run. Reposes are figures that are repurposed characters from previous games that got a new mold for their figure, and then will also usually get a new ability. Only 4 of the 6 games ever got reposed figures, starting from Skylanders Giants and then going through the Superchargers. These reposed figures were usually denoted as series figures. The only exception to the rule are Superchargers, where the developers basically went, screw it, we're just gonna make a whole new character now, but actually they're the same guy. Actually, you know, we're gonna talk about this now. Yeah, we are starting at the end, I guess. Returning Skylanders that became Superchargers don't have any special denotion that they are a returning character besides their title. Basically, if their name is stupid long, they're probably an old character. Here, let's play a game. Tell me who the repose is. Is it Spitfire? Or is it Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz? Birthday Bash Big Bubble Pop Fizz is the longest Skylanders name in the entire series. Superchargers obviously had the most radical redesigns in the entire series. I mean, look at them compared to their original counterparts. Some are actually really cool, like I think Supershot's Stealth Elf looks sick. Yeah, she doesn't really look like a ninja anymore, but like the jumpsuit looks awesome regardless, and the big gun honestly works really well. Terrafin also looks cool, though looking back, a lot of the Supercharger reposes basically boiled down to, let's give this guy a gun, if they didn't have one already. And then Pop Fizz was like, let's give him a trombone because that's what a racer would use. Okay, enough rambling on about Superchargers. Let's talk about the more simpler reposes. So yeah, starting with Giants, a bunch of the OG cast of Skylanders got new figures. You even got one in the Skylanders Giants starter pack, Series 2 Cinder, which is just Cinder. A lot of Giants reposes have a really bad problem with showing off upgrades or upgrade combinations that just don't work at all. Series 2 Terrafin has this cool pose where you can see these cool brass knuckles, except if you are like me and chose the opposite path, you can't get the upgrade that makes him look like this. Same with Prison Break here. He's cool as hell, but this armor you can only obtain by taking this upgrade path. Otherwise, you turn him into Piss and Break. Then there are the lame ones like Series 2 Lightning Rod. Oh wait, I see the difference. He has 2 lightning bolts. That's very different. Zook is happier? Maybe? Is he okay? Why does he look like that? Series 2 Hot Dog is just holding a bone, which deadass is something you can do in the main game with Series 1 Hot Dog by putting a bone hat on, so what are we doing here? But none of these things are as egregious as Series 2 Gilgrunt. So like at a glance, this figure looks okay, right? You know, he has the upgrades for sure, but then you think about it for a second. He has the harpoon gun upgrade, and then he has a jetpack upgrade, which are 2 different upgrade paths so you can take. Wait, you can't get this character to look like the figure in game. It's impossible to get this combination of upgrades. What happened here? Gilgrunt got a new figure each game until Imaginators. He is the only Skylander to get a Series 4 figure ever. I literally picked up this figure like a week ago, and I instantly got my first Series 4 figure and then finished my Series 4 collection. But I mean, look at him though. He's so happy. He's so joyful. He kind of looks like you hit him in the head with a stick on his first figure, and then every single other version, he's so happy. There are some genuinely good reposes though. Like a lot of Swap Force ones just knock it out of the park. I think the big thing is that a lot of the reposes from Swap Force were based around the new abilities they got, more so than in Giants. I love Big Bang Trigger Happy because he's just riding a huge missile now. Terrafin is wearing his new gloves, Jetpack has his double barrel blaster and a new suit. It can even be more simple stuff, like Series 3 Stealth Elf is wearing her ninja costume and she's in this kicking pose, which matches up with her wow pow at least a little bit. Dual Blade Chop Chop has to be one of the coolest ones. What's cooler than 1 sword? 2! You barely use dual bladed mode in the game. Series 2 Chop Chop is just better gameplay wise. Unfortunately, some reposes are just ugly. Like, conceptually, they're fine, but like, I don't like Series 2 Pop Fizz. Like, at all. Why does he look like that? Why did they perfectly capture how weird he looks in his artwork too? Like, it looks like someone is pulling his entire face back. Like, it looks like they're trying to scalp him. Series 3 is much better, and it's really cool to get a version of Pop Fizz that's in his beast mode. Spyro was just done dirty, at least with like the future molds. In game he looks fine, he looks like he always did, but the figures? Okay, I know it's a hot topic on how Spyro looked in Skylanders, but like out of these three, Series 1 looks the best. I'm sorry. Series 2 Spyro is fine, he's cool, but his head is like abnormally big. Like the product photos make him look really good, but then when I got him in person, I'm like, whoa, his forehead is huge. And his Wapao isn't super obvious unless you have the figure in your hands. Like, did you notice that he has these red armor pieces on his wings? It's not obvious at all, especially on the marketing. And Series 3 Spyro, again, cool idea, looks cool in game. I love the idea of big horns, but it looks like his head was stepped on. Again. Oh, but you know what I almost forgot about? Light core reposes. So a lot of figures got light core variants, often at the same time as they got regular reposes or even just their debut. And some are really cool and others are really lame. Light core figures had an extra gimmick of actually lighting up when you placed them on the portal. This, however, posed a problem, like physically, because now not only do you need to mold a whole new character, but you also need to make sure that their light core parts can actually fit inside the character and work. Drobot is unfortunately one of the lamest light cores out there. Actually, both tech light cores are just bad. Their reposed molds are good. Like, honestly, Countdown looks way better than his original figure, but they flounder when they're actually on the portal. Like, look how dim the light core parts are. Some of the best light core reposes are the ones that show them in what looks like the middle of an attack or activating a special ability. Not you, Countdown. Three that come to mind are Prison Break, Eruptor, and Whamshell. These guys just knock everything out of the park, and compared to their Series 1 poses, they are a definite improvement over the original. I don't own light core Flashwing, but my partner does, and when I saw it, it looked really solid. Like, this version of Flashwing is way more expressive than the original one, even if they did the lights a little dirty. Lightcore Bumble Blast is really cool. Like, this is such a great pose. The figure feels more dense and true to how he's represented in game, and his honey gun glows. That sounded really wrong. One of my favorites has to be Smolderdash. Her fire emanates through her whole head and it looks really cool, but not as cool as Snowderdash. This one is weird because she doesn't actually like show up in the game like this, but this white and blue is so cool, and the light on this figure in particular is super bright. Easily my favorite light core. And then of course we have the ones that just jammed a light wherever they thought it would work best. Light core Warnado and Warnado look almost exactly the same. Shroom Boom has a good one, but like it's so similar to the regular version, and like, why are their lights organized like this? So yeah, there are a lot of weird stuff about reposes, but you know what's the best part about these reposes? It's that we get to see these figures get molds that are actually different and unique. We can actually get a cool, unique pose that isn't just arm up. I swear every first edition mold of a Skylander is just them with their arm up. That's not even a joke. But yeah, thanks for letting me rant about old toys again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go buy like 12 more figures.